Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to my panel Datin Dr. Suraya binti Ahmad. So my name is Nur Fazlin binti Julani and I would like to present you my FYP2 with the titles of the effectiveness of digital workplace towards employees' performance sustainability. So I would like to introduce you about my research. In general, the digital workplace is the virtual, modern versions of the traditional workplace. So it consists of technology such as applications, data, and collaborations and employees' needs on any devices. So digitalization is rapidly develops around the world to help the employees finish the job effectively. So nowadays, since the COVID-19 in 2019 until now, so they have to work from home, which is a new normal for the workers' daily life. So from that, it's proof that most of the workers have a quite lacking because they didn't have enough knowledge and skill in how to use the technology. And also it affects the employees' performance because they did not have enough resources to do it at home. Next is the problem statement. So from the problem statement from this study, I would like to highlight the problem statement is when the workload is increased, it will give the competitions puts employee and employers under the pressure. And then when the flexible increases, the risk of a new employee responsibilities and tensions increase pressure among the employee. Next is my research questions and my research objective. So for my research question is first, what are the factors that influence the employee's performance sustainability? And second, is there the relationship between the effectiveness of digital workplace variables? And third, what is relationship between the effectiveness of digital workplace and the employee performance sustainability of employees for employee in the organization? And the last research question is what is the most important impact of the digital workplace variables in the employee's performance sustainability? So for the research objective, it is a reflections from the research questions itself. Okay, next is my literature review. So for the first one is a dependent variables, which is employees' performance sustainability. So a reward can be something tangible and intangible that the company offer for the employees' ability, which employees and individuals connect an effective value as a satisfier of certain self-defined needs. So for the independent variables, the effectiveness of digital workplace. So digital work environment is an environment so characterized by a visible structure that is part of an organization technical infrastructure to help employees carry out work activities. So for my independent variable 1, so internal communications. It is an establishing an effective communications network helps to raise standards, share best practices, and build coherent teams. So for my independent variable 2, so employee empowerment. So it is a developing and operating environment in which a worker is authorized to make his own varied decisions to maximize employees' productivities and performance. So last one is independent variable 3, which is informal learning. So it is a workplace learning is visible as a possibility to increase skills within sites, the place of work and sales group of workers' productivities. So next is my research frameworks. So research framework is about relationship between the independent variables and dependent variable in a diagrams. So for the research hypothesis, it is a relationship between independent variables and dependent variables, which is the hypothesis 1 is there have a relationship between internal communications and employees' performance sustainability. And the hypothesis 2, there have relationship between empowerment employee and employees' performance sustainability. And hypothesis 3 is there have relationship between informal learning and employees' performance sustainability. Okay, so next is my research methodology. So for my research design is use descriptive because I use survey or questionnaire to collect the data. And the second one is my research type is quantitative research, and my sampling plan is using the employees populations, which is 1.043 millions, and my sample is 384, but I able to collect around 277 respondents. And for the samples and respondent, it is employees in Malaysia that selected randomly. And for the analysis, I analyze first descriptive analysis, second reliability test, third correlation analysis, and the last one is multi-regressions analysis. And it is used the SPSS statistics software. Okay, next for the descriptive analysis, I ask the respondent, which is 6 types of demographics questions. For the first one is age, second one is gender, third one is education level, fourth one is working experience, and fifth, employee status, and last one is current positions. Okay, for the reliability test, it shows that all the concrete alpha value is more than 0.6. It means all the independent variables and dependent variables are accepted. So for the correlation analysis, for the stronger relationship, which is informal learning, that have R value which is 0.755 and the P value of 0.000. And the lowest relationship is with the R value of 0.592 and the P value is 0.000 is employee empowerment. So overall, all the variables have a relationship between moderate to high correlations. So next is regression analysis. First one is a T value. So for the relations of the T value for all the variables is significant because the P value is less than 0.05, and we can conclude that all the hypotheses were accepted. So for the F value, in my research, my F value is 1 to 1.391 with significant levels of 0.00, which is less than 0.05, and this indicates that there is significant relationship between internal communications, employee empowerment, informal learning with the employee's performance sustainability. So for the last one is R squared. So my R squared is 0.62, which means that 62% of various affected employees' performance sustainability can be determined by the variables, which is internal communications, employee empowerment, and informal learning. And the remaining of 38% may explain by other factors that are not included in this research. So for the last one is the hypothesis test. All my hypothesis is accepted and supported because all the P value is less than 0.05. Okay, so that is my research objective achievements. Okay, I have 4 research objectives, which is firstly is to determine what factors that influence the employee's performance sustainability. The second one is to analyze the correlations between the effectiveness of digital workplace variables. And third one is to examine the relationship between the effectiveness of digital workplace and employees' performance sustainability for employees in the organizations. So the last objective is to identify the most dominant impact of the digital workplace variables on the employees' performance. So I can conclude that all my research objective is achieved and accepted by the analysis and the descriptive analysis also. Okay, next is what are the contributions of this study? Okay, for the first one is in terms of knowledge. So digital workplace that give employees better access to information, resources, supports, and opportunity, and employees also supports with the information that enhance their work and decision process. So second one in terms of industries. So this research help them exist in expanding their business activities in the international marketplace and also give good reputation for the organizations. And last one in terms of governments to improve economic developments and provide more economic activities such as providing job opportunity and reducing the internal unemployment and inflation rates. So next is what are the limitations in my research. First one, I'm lacking of previous study in the same field. To write the literature review in determining the scope of existing study in the chosen area, I lack of the previous study that writes about the same field with my research. And my second limitation is I am unable to collecting all the sample size of respondent. If a sample size is too small, it will affect statistical tests to identify significant relationship within a data set. And then I would like to recommend for the future research. So first one is the area of study. So I would like to recommend that if other researchers want to do in the same field, they maybe need to have a specific view in this area of field, such as choose a specific organizations or specific states. For example, in Perak or in Pahang or also in Kuala Lumpur. And my second recommendation is in research method. Maybe another researchers can conduct a qualitative research method such as interview in this research. Next, I would like to conclude my research study. First one, this research shows that the effectiveness of digital workplace and employees' performance sustainability have a positive significance relationship, And the finding shows that all the independent variables, which is internal communications, employees empowerment, and informal learning, does affect the employees' performance sustainability. So further result also shows all the hypotheses are accepted, and overall all the research objective was achieved and supported by analysis of SPSS software and the descriptive analysis also. So that's all for me. Thank you for listening and thank you for watching. Thank you. Have a nice day.